As I was going through my wallet the other day, I came across a bill that was rather folded and scrunched up. If you are older than 20, you can probably relate. It had obviously changed hands countless times in its life. Somewhere along the way, someone must have hastily shoved it into their wallet, giving it creases that remain to this day. Ever since, it has been a bother for whoever holds it, decrepit, annoying, and inconvenient. My first reaction upon discovering this bill was the same as every other person who has ever faced this problem. I need to find an excuse to spend this. If only I could spend it, I thought to myself, then I could get rid of it without taking a loss. Noticing the incentive, the economist in me started teasing out the implications. I'm not the only person who faces this incentive, I realized. Everyone does. As a result, vendors must get flooded with all sorts of scrunched, folded, and ripped bills every day. But the vendors don't want to hold on to these bills any more than I do. They no doubt want to get rid of them too, either by depositing them in the bank or using them to buy something else. Of course, this money does slowly get weeded out and replaced with new money over time. But in the interim, we have a bit of a problem. When everyone is trying to get rid of their scrunched bills, we end up in a world where scrunched bills are overrepresented in circulation. They might make up 5% of the bills at any given time, yet they are used in, say, 15% of transactions, just because everyone is constantly trying to get rid of them. Theoretically, they could even come to dominate transactions if there are enough of them. Crisp, new bills would virtually disappear from circulation. Everyone would constantly be making exchanges with all this bad money. One could almost say bad money drives out good money. The astute reader will recognize this as the classic formulation of Gresham's law. Indeed, the scrunched bill phenomenon seems to be an example of Gresham's law in action. Whether it really is or not will be clarified shortly. A flaw in the free market? Now, some may argue that the phenomenon of bad money driving out good money is a flaw with the free market. It is evidence, they say, that the market is incapable of handling money well. But the truth is the opposite. Money is currently controlled by the government. This is evidence that the government does a terrible job with money. As so often happens, the free market is blamed for a problem that was directly caused by restrictions on the market. The free market is not the problem. It's the solution. As Jesus might say, get me a coin, show me the dollar bill. Whose name is on it? Whose inscription? It says right there, Federal Reserve Note, the United States of America. The scrunch bill phenomenon reveals the consequences of a system where bad money is allowed to circulate freely, driven by the incentives of individuals seeking to rid themselves of such currency. While it may seem like a flaw in the free market, it actually highlights the importance of a sound monetary system. By understanding these dynamics, we can recognize the role of government in controlling and managing our currency. Subscribe Libertarian Facts.